Hello, everyone. My name is Richard Lewis Brown. Today's February 27th, 2021. As you know, I'm running for Local 1000 president. The election is around the corner. The ballots are mailed on April 19th. They have to be returned back by May 20th. And hopefully everyone will vote. Dues-paying members are allowed to vote. If you're not a dues-paying member, please sign up. It's really important. This election is the most important election in Local 1000 history. So don't wait to the last minute. Please sign up now so you can vote and get your ballots on time. Therefore, you won't have to ask for a duplicate ballot, I believe, starting on May 3rd. Sign up now. Now, as you know, this is Saturday afternoon. And normally I do my videos during the week. But I want everyone to know that I'm always here. And I'm working around the clock to win this campaign, to win this election. The other Local 1000 candidates, they're off on the weekend. They're relaxing with their families. They're spending their salary stipend that's unaffected by furlough or PLP. Their lives are uninterrupted. My life is your life. And therefore, I'm going to start doing Facebook Live videos on the weekends. There are people who work for the state who work around the clock. And many of those people, they work in CDCR. And I've gotten a lot of emails and phone calls from people within CDCR, within the prison system. Richard, do you care about us? Do you love us? What are you going to do for us, Richard? And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, I love you. And I'll show you with my actions. My platform, my 10-point platform tells you that I believe in everyone in our union. A 21% pay increase for everyone with GO pay and COLA. And to those in CDCR, don't let anyone tell you that we can't get it done, that Richard Lewis Brown can't deliver. That's not true. I can deliver. I have an innovative way to get things done. And in the greatest country in the world, innovation pays off. You can't stay stuck in the past. We learn from our past. We analyze and study our past so we can make better decisions in the future and in the present as well. So, to those working in CDCR on the weekend, I'm here. My phone number for Richard Lewis Brown is 408-207-2339. During the week, my work number, 916-653-5398. I'm always here. Now, another thing for CDCR. I hear that your supervisors basically violate your dignity on a daily basis. This is wrong. And our contract, our condescending, childlike contract, doesn't protect you. Because, as I've stated in the past, the final decision maker for the dignity clause, 5.11 on page 7, the dignity clause, is Cal HR. Cal HR is not for rank and file. Cal HR protects management. Always have and always will. That's why you have a union to count on. And that's why I'm telling you, when you elect me as the new Local 1000 president, all of your dignity will be restored. You say, well, how can you do that? I have an innovative solution to these bad behaving, egotistical, self-serving supervisors. But you got to trust me. And I know not just people in CDCR, but also people in other agencies. When the union asks you to trust them, you look at the past history of Local 1000. And the history does not tell you you can trust them. The furlough fiasco, 3 days furlough years ago under Schwarzenegger, over 30,000 Local 1000 represented employees lost their homes, cars, marriages, damaged credit scores. It was horrendous. And then we lost money in the 2010 PLP, and then again in the 2012 PLP while we were under a signed contract from 2010 to 2013. But I'm asking you to still trust me. Even with this current situation where we've lost 2 days of pay for a fiscal period, And it looks like we're going to lose 2 more days for the next fiscal period. You say, well, how can I trust you, Richard? Because I'm watching everybody, and I'm going to hold everybody accountable. You say, well, why isn't our current Local 1000 leadership doing that? Excuse me. The reason why Local 1000 leadership doesn't account for anything is because they don't care about you. Now, I've been saying this for years. The Local 1000 leadership only cares about themselves and about pleasing politicians. And this is why they always tell you politics matter. That's why they voted for that salary stipend for themselves, led by Yvonne Walker. That's selfishness. I'm asking you to trust me because I'm not selfish. I'm asking you to trust me because I'm going to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help you, to help your family. Not to help politicians, not to help their children. And look, all children are special. But you're part of the union I belong to. We're in this together. So I'm asking you to trust me. Vote for me, CDCR. I'm asking all the agencies to vote for me. But this whole week I've been getting bombarded with CDCR employees asking me, convince us, Richard, that you're with us. I am with you. And I know you're going through hell at that prison system. And I'm telling you, when you vote to elect me, that's going to come to an end. All this forced overtime, no. You work 8 hours, your family is depending on you to come home at a certain time, but now you can't go home. But yet, they can take your money from you. These politicians. But they tell you through their lies and hypocrisy that we're all in this together. CDCR, the only person that's for you is Richard Lewis Brown. Caltrans, same answer. I know some of you work around the clock. People at the state hospitals, I love you. I'm here for you. I'm going to fight for you. And not just fight for you, I'm going to get things done for you. I cannot stress this to you enough. These politicians don't care about you. And Local 1000 leaders, these people running for statewide office, they do not care about you. If they did, they wouldn't accept a salary stipend. Now, I'm on record, notarized. I will not accept a salary stipend because this is a volunteer position, not a paid position, a volunteer position. And I'm not going to authorize the 3 VPs to get the salary stipend once I'm elected. Will I get my regular salary? Yes. The dues paying members, you will pay for my regular salary. I'm on full-time union leave, getting things done for you, which means the next contract, you get a 21% pay increase, which means we're going to establish term limits for all elected officials for Local 1000, not just for statewide leadership. I'm talking about all leadership. We're going to have accountability in our union. That's the DLC presidents, that's the bunk chairs, that's the D-Burrs, the C-Burrs. There's going to be a 2-term limit max for every elected position. Every elected position. Hi, Anthony Fisher. I know you're a union member with, I think, Sacramento Transit, but thank you for watching. I'm talking about the power of working together in a union, the power of getting out of politics. This video was aimed at the CDCR state employees who work at the prison system, who are working this weekend, a lot of them. It's also aimed at Caltrans and state hospital employees. It's really aimed at any state employee that's working on the weekend, and that includes those custodians at the state capitol. All the state employees represented by Local 1000 who are working on the weekends, who work odd hours, you are appreciated. You are loved. That's why I'm here doing this video. And I tell people you can always call me at 408-207-2339, 408-207-2339. Doesn't matter what time it is. You can reach me at work. I work Monday through Friday, normal work hours. I go in early. You can call me there at 916-653-5398. I cannot stress to you the importance of this, voting in this upcoming election. Now, I'm going to address something that a lot of people don't like to talk about, but I don't care. People are telling people throughout the union not to vote for Richard Lewis Brown. And why is that? Because I tell the truth? Because I'm not a hypocrite? Because I won't take the salary stipend money? Because I'm not thinking about these politicians? No, I'm thinking about you. But it runs deeper than this. They're telling people not to vote for me because they say that I'm, quote, out of control. I lose my emotions. I don't know how to communicate. See, that's talking in code for the fact that I'm passionate and I'm direct. It's talking in code for the real fact that I'm a black man. And so they plant those seeds of doubt in your mind. Oh, he's an angry black man. And I want you to hear this, because this is the hypocrisy of some of these Local 1000 state employees. Last summer, so many people were supporting Black Lives Matter. And I said our union should not be involved in Black Lives Matter or any political issue. And I said, how can the Local 1000 president, an African-American woman, be talking about fighting for black equality, starting with how we're treated by law enforcement, when she can't even protect white people's money under a signed contract? It's hypocrisy. It's BS. But a lot of these people got mad at me and said, oh no, Black Lives Matter. Let me give you a news alert. I've been living this black life my whole life. And I know how to respond and interact with police. I appreciate the gesture, Black Lives Matter, because what it's really talking about is black equality. So let me stress this point to you. While you're supporting Black Lives Matter, but you're telling people that I'm a, quote, out of control, I lose my emotions, you're playing into that stereotype of the angry black man, you're a hypocrite. And I knew you would play yourself. I knew it. I knew it. Because anytime a black man, particularly a dark-skinned black man, tells it the way it is, with the stress in that vocal cord, because I'm not from Europe, my ancestors came from Africa. And no, we didn't come over here as immigrants. We came over here as slaves because they thought we were inferior. And I fight that image till this day. People think that I'm inferior. Oh, and you're welcome because I served the country. So obviously the country didn't think I was so angry. I gave them honorable service. Obviously I got a college degree, a 4-year college degree, so I wasn't too angry to get that. So this negative stereotype, this racist stereotype of people telling people within Local 1000 to not vote for me, you keep bringing that action, and I'm going to keep going right back at you, and I'm not backing off. And I don't care how woke you think you are. I don't care if you're married to an African American. I don't care if you have black children with black people. I am black, and I'm black every day. And I know racism, and I know when someone's being prejudiced to me, okay? So you can keep that action going, and I'm going to keep going right back at you. Now, back to why I'm doing this video. This video is for CDCR. It's for state hospital employees. It's for Caltrans. It's for the Capitol, those custodians. And it's for anyone that works on the weekends who feels Local 1000 has forgotten about you. I have not forgotten about you. I am here for you. I have brochures. I put everything I say in writing. You call me, I'll come to wherever you're at. I'll bring you brochures for you and your coworkers. If you want to set up a conference call, a Zoom meeting, a worksite meeting, I will not blow you off. I will not ignore you. But I want you to understand something. A lot of things I say, you're not going to agree with. A lot of things you say, I'm not going to agree with. But I hope for the fact that I want to get you paid. I want to stop this PLP reduction. I want to eliminate that OPEB 3.5% deduction. So I want you to think about this. If this PLP, these 2 days scheduled for fiscal year 21-22, if they don't end, I'm going to make it end. And when July 1st, 2022 comes in, and maybe by that time we'll get all of our pay raises for a total of 7%, I want you to think about this. On July 1st, 2022, we'll have all our pay raises by then, 7%. But that's when the OPEB 3.5% kicks in. So that 7% minus that 3.5 gives you a net of 3.5% for a contract that started January 2nd, 2020 and went through June 30th, 2023. You didn't get ahead. You didn't get ahead. And don't tell me about that $260 healthcare stipend. What you want to say is the 163. That's what you're getting cash after taxes. You're not getting ahead. So when I tell you I'm going to fight for you to get a 21% pay increase, and people tell you that Richard Lewis Brown is crazy, he doesn't know what he's talking about, it'll never get done, don't let that negative energy affect your ability to vote for me. I want you to think about this. Every time I say 21%, GOP, COLA, term limits, transparency in our voting process, getting out of politics altogether, people run back and they tell you he doesn't know what he's talking about. Yes, I do. Listen, they say, well, Richard has run for office twice before, and he lost. But what they don't tell you is, I ran in 2015, I got 600 votes, no name recognition, and no social media. I did videos, but I didn't put up on social media. 2018, videos and social media. I went from 600 votes to 2,144 votes. But they don't want you to know that. They want to keep that secret. When they tell you, I have run twice before and lost, what they don't tell you is, these same people who tell you that I've lost twice before and that I'm a two-time loser, these are the same people that were running around all of 2020 begging you to vote for Joe Biden. He ran twice before, but the third time was the charm. They don't tell you that part. They're not going to tell you that part because they're hypocrites. You know, when they tell you Richard can't win, well, wait a minute. That's what they told Kamala Harris. Well, wait a minute. That's what they told Donald Trump. They told the slaves years ago, you'll never get your freedom. When the European settlers came to America, they were told, King George will always control you. And you're going to pay taxes too, with no representation. And then eventually taxes with representation. And the European settlers said, you know what? Don't tell me what I can't do. We're going to fight for this. Well, here we are today. The greatest country on earth. Yeah, we got some character faults. But we're Americans. Americans don't quit. When these people tell you I should quit, I should just go away. Listen, they were telling people that I was splitting the vote in 2015 and 2018. And they used racism to say that by saying I was working for Yvonne Walker. She's a black woman. I'm a black man. She hires me. I come in for every election to split the vote. That's what they say. That's a lie, a racist lie. In fact, the lie is so strong and so pervasive that now one of her supporters, Miguel Cordova, has left Yvonne's wing. He's running against Yvonne for that same group of voters that they always get. And the lies that MTC, Sophia Perkins, Kevin Manager, Annika Walls, Tony Owens, all those lies they told about me, now Tony has left them. And now they're splitting their vote. And that's what God does. God comes in at the right time and shows you the truth about people. And the truth is, I was never splitting the vote. The truth is, I've always fought for Local 1000. I became active in 2012 when we were under a signed contract and they wanted to take a day's pay from us. And I said, we're under a signed contract and we already gave you a day in the 2010 POP. Why are we giving you another day? And you call yourself Democrat friendly, Governor Brown? You're a liar. You're a liar and you're a hustler. Listen, with Schwarzenegger, we lost 3 days. With Governor Brown, we lost 2 days. That's just a day's difference. With this governor, we lost 2 days in 1 year. And now they're talking about another 2 days next year, the next fiscal period. Let me throw these numbers at you. Because, all my videos are live, unscripted, and unedited. I see you, Jamie. Work side and lie. I mistrust the refs. I'll get to that in a second. I'm glad you brought that up, Jamie. Reported in SAC B, if you believe SAC B, 15 billion surplus in January, 22 billion savings. a couple days ago. 10.3 billion unprojected revenue. That's close to, what is that, close to 50 billion? Governor Gavin Newsom just gave 7.6 billion to Californians. But we gave up our money last year. Did those legislators at the state capitol lose any money? Hell no. But they convinced Yvonne Walker and the other union presidents to give up our money. That's stupid. That's the science of stuck on stupid. When you have a high schooler leading you that gives up your money. But she didn't lose any of her salary stipend. Do you think she gave up that salary stipend? Do you think MTC gave up their salary stipend? The same salary stipend that they're telling you they're going to refuse when they win all 4 positions. But they're collecting the salary stipend now. See, this is the stupidity, the science of being stuck on stupid that resides in our union, that comes from Local 1000 leadership. All right, but I'm trying to give you this information. I mistrust the reps that come to our work site because they say things they can't do. Okay, the reason why they say things they can't do is because Local 1000 leadership won't allow them to do it. But the true answer, Jamie Blossom, the reps can't do anything because politics controls everything. When I tell you that half of your money goes to politics, people say Richard's lying. All you got to do is go to my website, createexcellence7437.com. Look at the dues dollar breakdown from 2013, 2014. Half our money goes to politics, directly or indirectly. A lot of those reps are doing political work. That's why when people call and say, I can't get good job representation from the union, Richard, how can you reduce the dues by 50%? I can reduce the dues by 50% because I'm eliminating politics. And I'm going to make sure that every rep only does job representation or contract negotiation. It's not complicated. Don't let these people lie to you and hustle you. It's silly. But those reps can't do anything because the Local 1000 leadership doesn't want them to do anything. Listen, the trick is this. As long as you're paying money into politics and you're telling people, this is Local 1000 leadership, the politicians are our bosses. Today is February 27th, 2021. The politicians are not your damn bosses. That's a damn lie. You know who their bosses are? We're their bosses. You say, well, how are we their bosses, Richard? We're taxpayers. We elect them. I'm trying to smile about this. The lies that our union tells people is just ridiculous. When I become the Local 1000 president, those reps, whatever they tell you, they're going to put in writing. Whenever you call the URC, they're going to respond back to you, not just on the phone, if you can't catch them then. They're going to respond back to what they said they were going to do for you or what was going to happen for you in writing in an email for documentation. That's how that's going to work. And our next contract won't be no condescending, childlike BS contract. We're going to have a real contract. And Cal HR won't be the final decision maker on anything in that contract. I want you to quote me on this because you're going to elect me, Jamie Blossom. I know you are. Our next contract, Cal HR will not be the final decision maker on anything in that contract. We are a 50-50 partnership. This is like a husband and a wife, okay? The husband ain't running everything and the wife ain't running everything. It's going to be equal respect. That's why we're called a union. Unions give you guaranteed wages, substantial wages, so you don't have to work 2 or 3 jobs. I don't want to see you shopping at Walmart because Walmart is anti-union. But you have to shop at Walmart right now because you're not getting paid enough money. You're trying to make ends meet for your family. I get it. A union is supposed to give you a substantial wages for a specified period of time with dignity. That means your boss can't just come over and just jump all over you. And I'm telling that to those in CDCR. I hear about the complaints. I heard about African Americans within CDCR talking about racism. Here you are within CDCR in the largest state in America being violated by these crazy bosses. Oh, by the way, some of you were black people working in CDCR, going through racism. But do you think your African-American president gives a care about you, gives a damn about you? She doesn't. She doesn't. Because see, if she did, she'd be making us think about it. But she's telling you Black Lives Matter. This is Local 1000, All Lives Matter. This is Local 1000, All Lives Matter. Not just black people, not just white people, not just Latinos, Latinas, not just Asians, not just those who come over from Europe and Africa, Asia. We all matter here in this union, equally. That's why you should all have voting rights. Yeah, I said it. See, people tell you that they're for equality. They tell you, oh, I'm so proud, I'm not this, I'm not that. They're lying through their teeth. When I tell you I'm for equality, that means I want everybody in Local 1000 to have the ability to vote. And that doesn't mean that you have to pay to vote. Now, if you want to pay and get the other benefits that the union offers to due-paying members, sure, I understand that, because I'm not a hypocrite. I'm for voter equality. So when I see some of these Democrats walking around here talking about voter equality, but they won't allow non-dues paying members to vote unless they pay money, you're a hypocrite. Hypocrite. So, okay, Marlissa Randolph Funderburg. I like what I'm hearing. Thank you. Because I'm telling the truth. I've been saying this for years. And I keep doing these Facebook Live videos. I don't have no paperwork in front of me. Let me tell you how this game works with Local 1000. Yvonne Walker would never do videos, because then she'll be accountable for her words. When I did all those videos in 2018 in my election, that's when she started doing videos. And after the election, when I got all those votes, 2,144 from my 600 votes in 2015, that's when MTC started doing videos. See, they always watch what Richard does, and then they follow me. I do videos because I'm transparent, and I want you to hold me accountable. Because sometimes people will tell you anything over the phone. A phone conversation doesn't mean anything. When I tell you something, I put it on a video. And I give you a beautiful 2021 campaign brochure. Just call me, and I'll send them out to you and your coworkers, or I'll deliver them in person. We'll do a worksite meeting, we'll do a Zoom meeting, we'll do a conference call. It doesn't matter. Because I'm not lying about anything. And I know some things that I say, some of my supporters don't like some of the stuff I say. And I'll tell them, good, good, because somebody else likes it. And I'm not appealing to just my choir. I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to everybody equally. I'm giving respect to everyone equally. That's Democrats, that's Republicans, Green Party, Independents, Constitutional Party, those who don't belong to no political party. I'm giving love to everyone. And to those who say, oh, you know, I think you're a religious fanatic. You believe in God. Okay. I still want your vote too. I'm just exercising the golden rule to treat you the way I would treat myself, because I'm not a hypocrite. So I'm going to love you. And remember, I was going to die for this country. And I know some people in this country do not like me. But that's fine. No, everybody's not going to like me. But when people tell these lies about me and say all these evil things about me, I am not walking away from no confrontation. I see you, Sherry. I am not walking away from any confrontation. I'm going to win the election, because I know state employees up and down the state of California are going to say, look, this Richard Lewis Brown, he just won't quit. But wait, I'm seeing something. Jamie Blossom, my union rep should not tell its members it will give us a raise like DMV. No, not true. They can't get us, they can't get us the same raise, because that raise was an out-of-class raise and we are at the top of the pay scale. Okay, Jamie. I'm trying to think really fast on my feet here. I have gotten a lot of calls about these raises that I'm promising. Many people want me to promise them a special salary adjustment, and I won't do it. What I'm promising is a 21% pay increase across the board for everyone equally, so no one feels that I treated someone special. That's what I'm promising and guaranteeing, a 21% pay increase across the board for everyone equally. I realize that for some nurses, that's not enough money. I realize that for the transportation engineering technicians, that's not enough money. I realize that there are other job classifications that say 21% pay increase is not enough, Richard. I get it. But this is what I'm going to do for you. This is what it is. Okay, I'm with that. We've had to raise it. Okay, so, but I'm saying this to you, Melissa, because other people are going to say a 21% pay increase is not enough. Some people tell you that it's incredibly impossible to get. Now, I just told you, we got $22 billion in savings, $15 billion surplus, $10.3 billion unprojected revenue, and he just gave out $7.6 billion. See, the point is this. Does anyone really know how much money we have on the books at the state capitol? Does anyone really know? Has anyone ever sent you the financial statements for the state capitol, for the agency? For the state agency? For all the state agencies, have you seen their financial statements? So that when they tell us we have $22 billion in savings, well, do we have $22 billion? Do we have $10 billion? Do we have $55 billion? How many billions of dollars is in that savings account? They'll never give you a straight answer. Which means, Marlissa, how can they negotiate in good faith if they won't give you the financial statements? I want you to remember this. How can the state of California negotiate in good faith with Local 1000 or any public sector union if they won't show you their financial statements? That sounds like we're going to court to me. Because here I am fighting for everyone for a 21% pay increase. The state says there's no way in hell we're giving it to you. And they tell the media, Richard's crazy. Well, tell the media why you won't give us the financial statements. And then we'll let our research team review it. We'll let our contract negotiators, our college experienced, college educated labor negotiators take a look at those financial statements. See, if you watch me long enough, there's a method to my madness. There's a method to my madness. When these people do their videos, they're scripted. MTC does a video, Annika does it on her Truth Talk Tuesdays. It's a bunch of BS. And so she has people come on. She has her little slate members come on. And everything's rehearsed. It's rehearsed. Where did she learn that from? Well, she learned that from Yvonne. Just go to a job steward's call, on Wednesday night. Yvonne comes on. She says a few things of BS. Like, I'm working for you as hard as I possibly can. No, you're not. No, you're not. And then people call and tell her how good she's doing. And then when someone calls and asks her a really tough question, you know what she does? You know, that's a good question, so-and-so. Let's talk about that offline. You don't see me say that. That's scripted. When Tony Owens does his, look, Tony Owens has some nice videos. I ain't gonna shortchange him on that. I'm gonna keep it real with you now. Them videos from Tony Owens, boy, they look good. You know, I know my videos, the lighting, the wind, you know, something's wrong. I'm having phone difficulties, internet connection. Oh, I know that. He has really beautiful videos. But they're scripted, and they're, as I call it, some of the slickest videos I've ever seen. He has a hat on his head. You know, he gives you that Barack Obama. You know, hi, I'm Tony Owens. And I just want to let you know that I'm here working for you. And I got some things I want to talk about this evening. Oh, my goodness. He does that act so good. You know, that act that she won't let him do his job. See, what these people don't tell you is the truth. Those videos that he's doing, he didn't tell you in that videos that he does that he used the Local 1000 credit card to get his car out of impound years ago. He doesn't tell you that part. He doesn't tell you about the fact that when he was trying to do a recall for his DLC president years ago, he couldn't even come to his own recall on time. How do I know this? Because I was there. I'm telling you, boy, these people, that's why they don't want to do videos with me. Because, man, once I get started, and when they tell you, Richard, we don't want to hear about the past, if you don't know your past, you're doomed to make the same mistakes in the future. They teach you that at college. You must study your past. When you watch the news, what do? They talk about current events, and then they go back to someone in the past, and they talk about how the past has predicted this present day situation. You must study your past. Why do we even have national holidays? Because we're remembering our past and the lessons that it taught us. So when people tell you we don't care about the past, we care about right now, then you're telling me you're a short-term, day-to-day thinker, and whatever they put in front of you, you'll be glad to have. You'll never, ever have anything. Do you think those politicians at the state capitol, while we lose 2 days of pay for this current fiscal period and are scheduled to lose 2 more days next fiscal period, do you think they live day to day? Do you think their kids are worried about getting a college education? You think they're worried about their medical coverage? Do you think they're worried at all about anything? No. You are. You're worried every day. How are you going to make ends meet? That's what it is. I'm telling you, if you elect me President Richard Lewis Brown, those worry days will be over. Now, people say, well, Richard, what is your master plan? I have a master money detailed plan. I'm not releasing it because only a fool would tell you everything they're going to do so you could prepare to beat them. I have a plan. Trust me. And I know we can win. Trust me on that too. See, I know I'm in the greatest state in the country. That's California. And I know things can change just like that. But before you can have change, you got to create a new culture. That's why I always tell you in my weekly emails, change is not enough. You got to create. You got to start all over again. Change is not enough. Anytime you hear a politician tell you, we're going to change things, we're going to do things differently. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just going to apply the same thing in a different fashion. You say, well, how do you know? Give me an example. Remember when Trump was in office? The problem at the border, putting those beautiful children in those cages. And now they're doing the same thing with Biden. You don't ever hurt a child like that. What the hell are you thinking about? But he promised you change. You know, I'm just telling you. And when people say, oh, he sounds like he's one of those, angry Republicans. I'm not a Republican. Listen to this. People on Facebook have convinced other people that I'm a Republican. What they don't tell you is, at my website, createexcellence7437.com, my entire voting record from 2012 is up. And my voter's registration card is up. See, I don't talk that stuff for free. Whatever I say, I can back up my mouth. I'm not going to say I'm going to create a transparent union without me first being transparent and accountable and accessible to everybody. I'm not a Republican. I'm actually a registered Democrat. How's that? Run back and tell everybody that one. You don't have to tell them. You just go to my website, createexcellence7437.com, and verify it for yourself under my transparency tab. Yes, you can. I'm not talking for free. Now, what I really want to say today, I'm always here. I'm not going away. I'm going to win the election. And for all state employees who work around the clock, work on the weekends, If you want to call me, you want me to come down to that prison, one of them prisons, CDCR, up and down this state, I'll do it. I'll do it. Thank you. Thank you for saying you'll vote for me. You know, I need a lot of people to vote. I'm telling you, this election is so, so important. And we're not going to give up. We don't give up. We're Americans. There's no giving up in this great country. Okay. Wait a minute. I also like to know how a union with more than 88,000 members. Okay. So here we go. Jamie. Wait, I'm going to read the rest of what you said. Until the rest of next month. I've been asking this question for more than 7 years. How many of the 88,000 members know that the union negotiated with CalPERS that if a member has a qualifying event, a member will go without insurance until the first of the next month? Can't negotiate better. Okay. Woo, that's a hard question. So here's the first thing I would say, Jamie. We represent 96,000 employees. We represent 96,000. Right now, currently 52,000 are dues-paying members. So we have to use our terminology right. Okay, but we represent 96,000 represented employees. Why can't the union get you better health care? Because they don't care. They don't care about you, Jamie. Listen. Politics. Half of our money goes to politics. The other half goes to running the operation at Local 1000. If you want to negotiate for better health care benefits, Jamie, and when you elect me president, the first thing you have to realize, we don't have a strike fund. Second thing, we must create a strike fund. Third thing, when I ask the state for their financial statements, they're not going to give it to me, which means they're not negotiating in good faith, along with some other issues. And then we've reached a legal impasse. And then we go on strike. That's how you get better health care. No union will get anything in this country unless you strike. If you're too afraid to strike, you ain't getting anything in America. If you're too afraid to fight, you're not getting any money in America. This country is based on a fight of the strongest. So, Jamie, question is to you. Are you willing to believe that we must create a strike fund and that after we bargain in good faith and we reach an impasse, that we go on strike and we shut down the fourth largest economy in the world? Are you ready for that? I am. I'm ready to sacrifice. But are you and everyone else ready? Now remember, we've taken strike votes before. We took a strike authorization vote in October, November 2016. And it came back yes. But they came to an agreement on the December 2nd because we were ready to go on strike that following Monday on December the 5th. We actually did a strike vote years ago with the Schwarzenegger situation. And it came out yes. But Yvonne didn't want to go on strike. See, when you have weak leadership, you have leadership that wants to support politicians. Politicians can't have you go on strike. That doesn't make them look very good. Doesn't make them look very professional, very intelligent. Go on strike? What are the politicians doing? They can't have you go on strike. That means they're not in control of you. You know they're your bosses. That's why, Jamie, we don't have a strike fund, and we've never gone on strike. So do you think the state of California is ever going to truly negotiate with you when they know you're afraid to go on strike? They're not going to give you anything. Listen to what I said. Listen to how I said that. You'll find these people, these D-Burrs, all these bargaining representatives for Local 1000. They tell you, the state doesn't want to give us anything. That means you don't have a union. I'm not expecting you to give me anything. I expect a fight for us to negotiate on equal terms and get some things done. Now, hopefully that answers your question. Thank you, Marlissa. I'm voting for you most definitely. Good. And make sure you tell everybody. Make sure you tell everybody about me. And I'll do these Facebook Lives. If you ever have a group of friends at the house, co-workers, and you say, hey, Richard, get on Facebook. We want to talk. I'll do it. Doesn't bother me none. Because I love you. I'm around the clock 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to win this election. And we're going to get these things done. 21% pay increase, that GO pay and COLA for everyone up and down this state. Oh, we're going to have a revolution on our hands. Richard to the rescue. Okay, today is February the 27th, 2021. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. Thanks so nice for taking your time on Saturday evening or Saturday afternoon to watch my video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.